Serendipity Cafe, right here in Chigasaki, home of the New York Yankees. It's the Beach House with Takashi Umemiya. Tonight, Shad A.D., Anthony Henderson, and a performance from Rock and Flow. And as always, music from Takashi Umemiya and the Comrades. And now, your senator from the great state of disbelief, Ume-chan!
Welcome to the Beach House!
Again!
Thank you for coming. Today is September 23.
Yes.
Yeah, September 23. It's the...
What day is it? What kind of national holiday in Japan?
I don't know. Oh, they call it autumn. Autumn. I can't spell it, so I'm not gonna say it. But there's a big news
Yeah.
lately. It's about Trump and Kim Jong Un, right? They're exchanging insults.
Yeah, they're like brothers.
Yeah, they're doing some Twitter war or something.
Do they have
Are they
Twitter in
doing
North
Twitter?
Korea?
I don't think so.
Do they have Twitter in North Korea?
No.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Am I drunk?
And drink more.
I need more, but not this. This is too strong. This is bold down. Okay. And also, I forgot my jokes. It's so unfunny. I forget them. I forgot
It's
one.
for the betterment for everybody.
Oh yeah, there's a big conspiracy for today. Did you know about this?
Maybe you
Today,
tell us first and then
September 23. Some say this is the end of the world. Yeah.
They must be dead.
Today is the end of the world.
Okay.
So if you're watching this,
I'm sure it's because of your jokes.
yeah, if you're watching this, congratulations, you survived. Or
Hey, the night is young.
welcome aliens.
I'm sure it's because Rock and Blow is gonna do it. So.
He's not even looking at me.
Hey, we have Rock and Flow tonight.
Rock and Blow.
Rock and Flow from where are you mainly? Chiba?
Chiba.
Yes. Chiba. And we got Anthony Henderson.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that guy's actually good.
We're gonna interview them here tonight, later tonight. Not yet. You can come in though if you want. This is so unfunny. This is so unfunny. They're laughing sarcastically. So today is September 23 and it's the end of the world. So I'm gonna take 1 week to edit this shit. So 1 week later, if the Earth survives, you're watching the Beach House. And also next week, it's not that important, but it's important to me. It's my mom's birthday.
She's to blame.
Yeah, she's to blame. I had an argument with my mom last weekend. She was going through my phone and I told her, hey, you're ruining my privacy. And she said, you came out of my privacy.
That's true.
That's true. Okay.
Right, like that. This is how to do that.
Hey, we have one hell of a show tonight. Shad A.D. We're gonna interview Shad, and then we're gonna have a comedy set from Anthony H. Anthony.
Some can call it comedy.
Well, some call this shit.
I do.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. I was looking at this. Welcome back. So it's September 23, and we have Rock and Flow and Rock and Flow, and we're gonna interview Shad.
Rock and blow.
Rock and Flow.
Rock and blow.
Rock and Flow. And we have Anthony H. or Anthony Henderson.
Anthony's good.
Yeah. I heard him emceeing once during one event at Crawfish, and he was really good. Yeah. He was funny, and
He is. He's a good guy. Overall good guy.
So, anything new? Anything new that we can talk about? Oh yeah.
You must have something.
Well, you can do. We can do yours first. You mentioned in your Facebook post that you were kicked out of a Gibson thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Gibson Les Paul group.
What happened?
I'm a Gibson Les Paul player, and then I disagreed with an admin about some issue that was not an issue that actually requires banning from my point of view. And so were the other people in that chain. They were thinking that, you know, the admin is taking this pretty hard. And well, it was basically that I disagreed with him on some issue, and he took a personal offense on that. I was really respectful on the chain, and well, on my usual way, I used expletives, you know, F words and stuff, but so did everybody else in the chain. I didn't use them to call him names. I didn't call him names at all. I didn't point out to him like any personal stuff. I just disagreed with an issue. And he said, if you continue disagreeing with me on this, you'll be banned. And I cannot agree just because he tells me that I'm going to be banned if I disagree with him, because clearly that's fucked up. So I kept on disagreeing, and I said, if you have to ban me, then you have to ban me, and that's your fucking prerogative and whatever the fuck. And that what happened. I got kicked out because I disagree with an admin. It just happened to be an admin. If it happened to be somebody else, anybody else in the group, they would take it, they would just discuss it over. But what I mentioned in my Facebook post was like social justice warrior. This is the first time ever I used that word. Millennial and social justice warrior in the same sentence I said. Like, clearly it's a guy who has not matured enough to disagree with people and agree to disagree. And this is internet nowadays. You got admins who don't know shit about human interaction anymore. All for them is in the internet.
You said something about you got kicked out because you said don't believe everything you see on the internet.
That's basically what I said, yeah.
Yeah, and then somebody on the internet kicked you out.
Kicked me out.
It's like,
right? That's the irony of it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. That's I was disagreeing with him because he saw something in the internet. He was blindly going on and believing it. And I said, like, are you sure this is fucking alright, man? And whatever happened, he didn't like me. All the same to me, man. All the same.
Is it a loss?
It's not. I'm part of another Gibson Les Paul group. Actually, the official one. So this was another. It's not a loss for me. I've been posting there once in 6 months or something like. I'm bypassing most of the posts or whatever. It's no big deal for me. It's no big deal for me. It's big deal for the whole fucking world that these kind of people are administrating sites. I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that. Hey Vera, you were in Hong Kong, right? For how many days?
For a week.
A week? How was it? Was it raining? Because there was
No,
No?
humid.
humid. Nothing else?
Well, I went for walking, so I was not going for traveling. So
But you traveled.
It's not for sightseeing. You're working every day.
Oh, speaking of sightseeing, Jolina will not be here with us for next month. Yeah.
We will miss you.
October
We
6th.
will miss you.
We finally get somebody who can play drums. Someone man-sized.
Man size.
Ouch.
You're coming back October 6th?
No, I'm leaving October 6th.
You're leaving October 6th.
So why can't you?
When are you coming back?
Maybe
Never.
November 1st or October 31.
Mm.
So why can't you? No, make it on.
Yeah, he needs to attend the wedding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about Philippine festival, which is going to happen next week, and we're performing there for a very long 15-minute set,
Painfully long.
painfully long.
For the audience.
Yeah.
そっか。そっかね。
So we're going to
No,
We're going to
friend
be
of my girlfriend.
we're going to be missing Jolinho next month for a whole month.
Whoever's missing that.
Oh. Oh, I want to talk about something serious though. Is it okay? Is it okay if
Oh,
I?
you look so serious.
Okay.
Depends on how much it is.
This is okay. This is called Voice of the Voiceless again. Yeah. Last November we were invited to play at an event, and it was during the time when Trump won the election, right? So the event organizer asked if we can play a rebel song or a militant song, and it's not a problem for us because almost every song is militant. But it was very strange for me that people hated Trump just because he won. Just because he won. And I made a speech that night, and I said, stop hating on Trump just because he won. Hate on him if he does something wrong. And he's not president at that time. He wasn't president at that time. You can hate on him, on his policies, but don't hate on him just because he's Trump. Because that's sinking to his level.
But he already did so many fucking wrong things before he was elected. Even before he ran for the president.
Yeah, but you need... How can you hold respect? How can you hold respect for that position if you're gonna just bash somebody that's there? You can bash him for every single, because your judgment will be clouded if you just hate the man for being him. For example, since he was elected, I'm just giving an example. Since he was elected, every single coverage from mainstream media has been the Russian ties, right? How the Russians helped him win that election, and because of that, there's no coverage of that pipeline thingy.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah,
I understand your point.
yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
You cannot fight hate with hate. For example, there was a
That's what happened in what's that place where the supposed left wing protesters get in the clash with the right front
Yeah.
protesters, and then there is who's to blame.
yeah. And
Somebody got killed, but who's to blame?
the thing is, one guy was firing up a flare, right? And one of the white supremacist guy defended himself and fired a pistol to that guy. And everybody was hating on the white supremacist. But at that time,
Everybody's wrong.
he was on the wrong. He was on the right. He was defending himself. And that's what I'm trying to say.
It's still not okay. It's like the problem is not the fucking defending yourself. It's that you are allowed any kind of a weapon anywhere. But it's so multifaceted thing.
Yeah, but they're
There's so
fighting
many
hate.
point of view.
They're
Not only two.
Yeah, but they're fighting hate with hate, and with that, because of that, they're losing perspective on the things that they should really pay attention to. For example, the pipeline thingy. In the first few days of Trump presidency, you already lost that pipeline to the rich and powerful. because your mainstream media has been focusing on that Russian ties, distracted. So don't just pay attention to what mainstream media wants you to pay attention to.
That is a good advice.
Yeah. Pay attention to what he's doing behind the scenes. You lost that pipeline because of some law that he passed, or some bill that he passed that made it okay for that pipeline to be built. But really, you all hate Trump and then praise Obama. But really, on the last few months of Obama's presidency, what did he do for that pipeline? He was in the
fuck off. And also he deported more people
yeah
in his tenure than what Trump has done with, like, compared to
yeah.
Obama. So they used to call him, I read this last week, the deportation president.
Yeah.
Obama.
And also,
So yeah, there you go.
a lot of people praise Obama just because he's cool. But remember
He is cool.
yeah, he was cool. But remember his campaign promises. He promised to close Guantanamo Bay, and he promised to end the wars in Middle East. He didn't do both. So don't lose perspective. Just because don't go into what mainstream media wants you to focus on.
Let's still say it's okay to hate the Trump.
It's okay to hate him, but
He was
don't.
already person
Yeah.
to hate before he ran for the president.
People
Even
are
if-
always looking for someone they can hate.
Yeah,
People like hating someone.
yeah, but you
And people are like talking.
yeah, you can hate on him, but don't lose perspective on what you should be focusing on. Get it?
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. But it's okay to hate the Trump.
it's okay. It's okay, but
It was
don't.
okay even before.
Yeah, it's okay, but don't go too far, or you'll just sink into his level. And also, speaking of his,
Okay, this
hey,
one.
wait. Speaking of his level, we were talking about white supremacists, right? I'm just gonna
Talking about who?
no. I'm gonna talk about something that I haven't heard from anybody else in the media. Some reporters or some people in the media call Al Qaeda or ISIS as Muslim militants or Islam radicals or something. When was the last time somebody called the KKK or the Nazis as Christian radicals?
That's what they are.
Yeah. When was the last time people heard that?
It's been talked about.
Yeah, but nobody says says that on the
You're
media.
getting really fired up.
Yeah. Because it's not fair. If you're gonna demonize one religion, why don't you do it to the other?
I totally agree with you. They should demonize all the religions.
Yeah. So if you're not gonna talk about the KKK and the Nazis if you're not gonna call them Christian radicals, then don't do it to the Muslims then,
Yeah, or do it both ways.
or do it both ways.
Rather do it both
Petri
ways.
likes it both ways.
I like it both ways.
Yeah, he's European.
But when did you hear of an atheist who was violent?
Mm. I got no.
I'll skip the God thing.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah, but you cannot blame the Muslims on seeing the Middle East war as a religious war because of how the media has been reporting on it. They always call it the Islam militants or the Islam radicals or the
No, establishing the caliphate is kind of a religious
Yeah.
endeavor.
It's Al Qaeda and ISIS. If you don't want to call them that, then call them dumbasses. Don't call them Islam radicals. Don't put the name Islam or Muslim in there.
Yeah, ISIS is enough.
ISIS is enough, or jackasses or dumbasses.
Yeah, well, anyway, reporting it makes it more public.
Yeah. Remember, if they
Somebody said,
keep on saying it, it means it's not true because they're trying to force it into you.
about 5 years ago when everything started to go all fucked up, some really intelligent person in journalism said that you should not ever report any of this, like what they do. You should just ignore them. When they don't get the press, when they don't get the attention all over the world, who's going to support them? Where are they going to get the support from? Nowhere. They quietly go there, wipe them out, nobody report anything, but then again, you know, it's journalism. You need to have your
Yeah.
you need to have your field. But if everybody just ignored that shit, it'll go away. But it's not gonna ever happen.
Yeah. If you're confused on what we're talking about, it's how everyone on the media talks about things. And if you wanna know the real reason behind all of that, look who's paying for advertisement on those news programs, and look who's paying for those weapons that's being sold in the Middle East, and look who's making money on the heroin business in Afghanistan. Follow the trail. Yeah.
Follow the trail, Benjamin.
Exactly. We'll be right back with Shad AD. Okay.
Okay, now the fun starts.
No. Okay, we're back.
I'm
Our-
misery.
Shut up. Our first guest is the frontman of Rock and Flow. This is Shad AD. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, thanks for coming. And it was an awesome set earlier. And we're gonna show a song from that set. It's a new song, right?
Mhm.
Oh, I'm using the mic. I can yell.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
That's a cheap mic. Though.
Testicle.
Testicles.
I would have never known.
How much was this mic? It was 3,000, right?
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
It definitely doesn't look like
Yeah.
3,000 to me.
No, I don't love it, right?
It wasn't one that you stole.
No.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I thought you stole them all.
Hmm?
You fucking thief.
Thank you. So when did you come to Japan?
I came to Japan, was it the summer 2010?
2010.
Yeah, like right after I graduated from university, came straight here. Yeah.
From where?
Let's say I'm from Sacramento, California.
Sacramento. That's there, right?
Yeah. yes. I believe it is there.
The only thing
It's
I
going
know
well, man.
that the only thing I know about Sacramento is are the Kings.
Yeah,
Yeah, Chris Webber team.
yeah.
That's the only thing I know.
That's there.
That's there.
It's there,
Yeah.
It's there.
So have you been rapping from the start, or when did you start rapping?
Actually, I started rapping 4 or 5 years ago. Like it was actually like I when I first came here, I was never a musician. I never played an instrument. I never rapped or anything. And I played drums first for a band. Our homies, OCMC, Old Captain, My Captain. Like and then while I was drumming with them, I hooked up with Yosuke. And like so, like I drummed, and then he was playing guitar, so we were doing like some jam sessions and whatnot. And then one day he had this riff from what's it, Purple Haze?
Yeah, couple ways, yeah.
And then he was just like, "Hey man, yeah, like it would be so nice if you could, you know, spit a little rap on this." I'm just like, "You racist motherfucker! How dare you just assume? How dare you just assume that I can just spit rap shit like this?" But then like the irony of it was like a week later, I was playing with it. I was like, "Hey man, what do you think of this?" I was just like, "Yeah, can't even lie about it." And it proceeds to I was like, he was just like, "Oh, that's just dope, bro." And I'm like, really? All right, then we just ran with it. Yeah.
So that's already here in Japan.
Here, yeah.
So you played drums here.
I started drums here.
Oh.
Is that how you start with all the musicians? Because I remember the first time I met you, I was playing like 12-string guitar on the stage just by myself.
Mm.
And was that the first time we met? Because I was just asking you, can you come and fucking like freestyle over my shit?
I do remember. No, I remember first time I met you. You always had this hat, and you had to, like you had this hat.
Even now,
Even now?
always.
There it is. That hat right there. That hat right there. Yeah.
There he is. Get him.
Now he remembers.
Get him!
It used to be a leather hat, but so hot.
Mm.
I know, yeah.
No.
Was that the first night we met? You know, I was playing 12-string acoustic guitar, and that was the song from Live.
Was that what's it, Shibuya 7th Floor?
Might have been. I don't know. You were drunk as shit. I was drunk as shit.
Yeah, that's probably why we don't remember.
Okay.
Always.
I heard he don't ever freestyle if he's not drunk. That's what he said.
But that's what we all do. We freestyle when we're drunk, right? Okay. When did you have you been listening to rap music since you were a kid?
Oh yeah. Like hip hop was ever since I was a kid. But being from Sacramento, like the West Coast, is like I was heavily influenced, you know, by like the West Coast hip hop, like old school stuff. Just like when you pick this up today, when I get in the car and I'm just like, wait a minute, is this Guilty Conscious? This motherfucker's like, okay, this is nice, it's nice. But yeah, but like that was stuff I used to listen to all the time, but I never tried to like write or rap like before I came here.
I used to rap just once in my third year in high school. I was a vocalist for a Rage Against the Machine cover band. Yeah, and we played only one Rage Against the Machine song, and that was Bomb Track.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to rap that time, but nowadays no.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
I don't know. It's how my brain works. When I started working here, I started.
So it does work.
Fuck you. I started learning how to speak Japanese fluently. When I started doing that, I forgot how to speak English fluently. I was good in English. I was a smart kid when
What happened?
shit happened.
Life happened.
That's
Life
all
happened.
you need to know.
I think I'm only capable of speaking 2 languages fluently. I think that's
if you
what I
go
think.
beyond that, if you
Yeah.
learn more.
But you do 3 though.
Yeah.
Give you some respect there.
Yeah, you Japanese are perfect for me.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the reason my English sucks right now.
I don't know how.
No. I used to have a good accent. Now I have a Japanese accent. Sorry. Okay. Enough about me.
Yeah, it's not for you. It's interview. It's not for you.
Get on the table.
Hey man,
Yeah.
you bullshit. You don't got no Japanese.
Yeah, man. Shut up.
Oh,
I hope you understand, man. It's all good.
No one cares about your
okay.
Move on.
Moving on.
Move on.
So when you were a kid, who was the biggest rapper for you when you were a kid?
When I was a kid?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it was besides the big names like Tupac and whatnot. Like back then, my dad, he always listened to NWA. So there's Ice Cube. Ice Cube was a big one that I always heard that as a child. Ice Cube, Warren G. Was it the Regulators album? And I remember that because like my mother at the time, she would not let him play the music around me. She just like, I don't want that foul music around my son. And she all that stuff. But then like of course as a kid, I was like Snoop, just like, hey pops, what you listen to? Let me get in on that. You know what I mean? Then then that was in my head. Yeah.
Much good did that.
What was Regulator's best song? Regulator's best song.
The Regulators album?
The song, yeah, from this. What was your favorite song?
I think it was just called, what's it, the title track?
Regulators?
Which is like dun,
Is that with Nate Dogg, right?
Oh, Warren G and Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That was a jam I remember the most.
That was DPG, right?
No, that was Warren G and Nate Dogg.
Without Snoop.
Warren G and Nate Dogg. Yeah, but yeah. It wasn't.
I'm still a big fan of Dre. Dr. Dre. I know he doesn't write his own lyrics, but
Yeah.
he can flow. And the beats.
Curious about that.
He's
Yeah.
the beat
Yeah, you
master.
are. Sure,
Yeah.
213.
My first influence was actually a rapper, a Filipino rapper. Yeah,
Who's
but
that?
no, Francis M. Francis Macalona. He's just a local rapper, but he used his lyrics to expose every shit in the Philippines. For example, meth, crystal meth. It was already plaguing Philippines, and he was one of the first rappers to put that in his lyrics. Yeah, the rest of the rappers were following the gangsta style of West Coast hip hop. But he's the only rapper with some sense. It's like listening to Nas or
Really?
yeah,
What's up? What's his name again?
Francis M. He's dead.
Francis Magalona.
Francis
What?
Magalona,
How'd he die?
leukemia, cancer.
Oh, that's all the real ones could die from some bullshit. I'm gonna look him up.
Now I'm sad. Shit. Wait a minute. I'm gonna look him up later too. Then.
You doing the interview? You do your thing. What's your favorite song, my friend?
Mga kababayan ko. It's a Filipino
You're
song.
gonna have to put it a little bit slower to me, baby. I don't know.
We can talk about it later.
Okay, sorry. My bad.
So when did Rock and Flow start?
Rockin', when, trying to remember, was it, I think it's 2014?
2014.
2014, no, 2014 was our first show as a full band. We started 2013.
So it's basically Rock and Flow.
Yeah.
That was like the original. Like it was just originally me and Yosuke, and like he was the rock, I was the flow, and then like we were like a 2-man group for like a year, and then now I remember we were a 2-man group for a year. We did a lot of open mic sessions and whatnot, and then that's one open mic session in Chiba, Toppers, the local musician there, like Koji, and he was like. He might be embarrassed if I say this, but just like to me in my eyes, like, he was always like that kind of like the prodigy figure in that whole scene. So then when he came up over, he's like, "Hey man, I like you guys' style. You mind if I jam with you guys?" I'm like, "For real?" I'm like, "Oh shit!" Now it's on. Then he joined in. I'm like, "Oh goddamn! Now we got something. Okay." That's how that started.
So you've been playing shows for 3 years now. So,
About.
yeah, because I can see from your posts on Facebook that you play a lot of shows.
Yeah, especially lately. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for that Ruby Room gig.
Which one?
Ruby Room. When was that? That was September last year?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
September.
You arranged so many fucking gigs for so many people, you don't even remember us.
But no, that's not the
You got us the Ruby Room, yeah, you were asking us to play at the Ruby Room, you guys were playing, and yeah, who else was playing? I don't remember.
Oh, he remembers because he had his sister here.
Hey, so maybe I was there.
One of
You
the
were
sisters.
you were there.
Because I met her sister in Ruby Room really
Yeah.
recently. Oh, yeah, at that time, it's not very recently.
Wasn't it Crowfish?
No.
Crawford
It was
is my
Ruby Room.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Crawfish.
The first time
years
that
ago.
we ever met, like our circles met, was with Crawfish because
Yeah.
of what's the girl? Haley.
Haley. Hey.
Haley.
Haley or Haley?
Haley. I mean,
Haley.
like, she's
It
American.
was
Goddamn,
this
it's
one.
Haley. I know how to speak American English. It's Haley. Goddamn.
Yeah, she's now known as
Just after
Hunter Drake.
Harold Drake.
Was only the third.
Oh,
I still call her
yeah.
Hallie.
I call her Haley.
No,
It's
almost
kinda
1
weird.
year ago.
Or
I
Haley.
don't know what she prefers, but
Anyway.
She don't know what she wants.
she doesn't give a fuck. That's
awesome.
why. Yeah,
I
she's
asked
like, "Homie,
her.
whatever."
Awesome woman.
I asked her and she said, I don't know. Whatever you prefer.
I know, right? She's so fucking cool, isn't she?
Yeah.
And mysterious.
And anyways, back to you.
Her songs are
Okay.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. She had me
You're
crazy.
mentioning earlier that you're gonna release a song
Yes.
or an album.
We're gonna release one song.
One song?
So like, so, I don't know, like after thinking about it for a while, like nowadays, especially since we're still relatively unknown outside of our own circles.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like instead of releasing an album to like, you know, like to people who don't know us, just like hey, maybe one song at a time, and maybe people get a feel for us, because there's one problem that we had when we first started out was we would join these events and we would be invited to play these gigs, and our style is like, it's really, people are not used to it. They're just like, and it's unpredictable because one song we're going hard and then one song we're going soft, and it's like, they're just like, you should pick a genre. You should like stick with one thing, and we're just like, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck it. Right now, you're fuck no. Just,
We have the same problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a problem. I think open
It's
creativity.
an asset.
Right? Exactly.
If people hate what you're doing, it means you're doing
And
something
you're doing it
unique.
right.
I totally
But,
agree.
yeah, we get a lot of hate. Right?
Oh, and I have to apologize about something. When Chatalog, produced by the same company that's producing this, meaning
Clown
me,
films.
but it was her show, Chatalog, and she actually said Wicked Style Master on
Was
the
it?
yeah, you said Wicked Smile, Wicked Smile
Smile.
Master, because the MP3 was named Wicked Smile Master,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we thought Master was part of the.
No, that was just me. That was me being too lazy.
What was that?
That was me just being too like forgetful and
Sorry,
lazy to
master.
take that off. Like that, the master is like a note for me because like I have so many versions. We have so many versions of the same song. It's like we like studio recordings, practices, rehearsals, just like Wicked Smile practice, Wicked Smile this, Wicked Smile this, and the master just like this is the final version.
Yeah.
And I forgot to take that name off on it.
Yeah. When you shared that that episode. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. When you shared that episode, I saw you promoting that episode, and you said, "And Wicked Smile."
Only.
Yeah. And that's when I realized we made some mistake.
Terrible.
Or somebody made a mistake, and it's somebody here.
It doesn't matter as long as the music gets out there. It doesn't matter what people call it.
That's what we're trying to do actually. Instead of trying to get mainstream media to listen to us, we're trying to create platforms to put our music out. Yeah. For example, if we just create music videos but we just post them on YouTube, if nobody's using them, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's frustrating to look for somebody to play.
Well, that's exactly why like the inspiration behind me trying to host so many events was like I said before, just like when Rock Club first started out, it was hard for us to fit into like certain events.
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself like, I might as well just try to make my own scene. Like let's just make something like for ourselves. And then that kind of like then after starting that, and after playing so many events, and then like playing other gigs, and this is where I met you. I met Petra, I met everyone. Then I was like, there's all these amazing musicians around me, and it's like they are not getting the attention that they deserve.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's why I just said, okay, then maybe if I can gather these great musicians and like host an event, try to like handle the advertising myself. So like posting it on always websites, going to different bars, flyering, whatever. Just get people just like, oh, like there's this underground scene that you don't know about. Most people don't know about. Yeah, it's just. It was baffling for me at first, but then after saying things, I'm like, oh, I get it. Here, the companies control things with the pop music and whatnot. So it is what it is. But there's still like people out there hungry for heartfelt songwriting, which is what that we're involved in. So I really want to like just try to push that as far as I can go. Yeah.
I don't know about other countries, but I think this is the most passionate scene that I know, because most people don't make money, right? It's just music.
Anybody who makes money, hands up. You make money from the commercials you do and shit like that.
He's on a different
So
level.
that's good.
He's on a different level.
All power to you, man.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Okay. Can you stick around? We're going to have Anthony next.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay. Where's the camera? We'll be right back with Anthony Henderson.
Yay!
There's 6 degrees of separation, and I am Kevin Bacon. Hope you get it. And if you don't, it's fine. I understand that we all unwind and spend our time doing whatever we want to do. But I spend my time telling these black kids that don't know that they're a black kid. There are a lot of people who think they're better than you. So cool. Think you're Japanese or whatever you want to think, but understand that you are me. And overseas and over here, we are still not shit. But believe that we're the best there ever is. See dreadlocks from white kids and dreadlocks from them kids and dreadlocks from them kids. They're dreadlocks from our kids. You might not catch that right now, but you will, and you are the leader. So please teach my child. As an English, no, I don't know.
Okay, we're back. Thank you. Our next guest will gonna perform a stand-up or sit-down comedy for us before we talk to him. This is Anthony Henderson.
Hey guys, don't do it. So, first of all, thank you for allowing me to do this. I seriously, I always wanted to do this, and there's no day better to do this than my birthday. So, yay! Thank you, but I'm a 32-year-old father, so birthdays really aren't shit. Nah, when you're kids, birthdays are so fucking important. They're so awesome. I have a 12-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 2-year-old. For them, birthdays are important. Whenever they want, their wish is my command. You know what I'm saying? My 12-year-old, for his birthday, he was like, I want a LeBron James jersey. And I was like, fucking idiot, Jordan is a lot better. But
yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? But these kids don't know shit. So, but your wish is my command. I got him a Jordan jersey. And then like my 10-year-old, he was like, for his birthday, same month, which is fucking horrible for the pockets. But for his, it fucking is. It's horrible for the pockets. It's the exact same fucking month. And like for him, he was like, I want a book. And I was like, you fucking nerd, you want a fucking book for your birthday? You're fucking, fuck no. Fuck no, it's not cool. So I was like, you want a book? So I got him a book, you know what I mean? I ended up cutting up the books. Long story, but I'm not gonna get into that. And like, yeah, and then like my youngest son, he's 2. He was like, I want a paternity test because I don't look like my older 2 brothers. And I was like, we'll get into that later. We're not gonna talk about that now. Like, and you know, like even for wives, like birthdays are great. Like my wife was like, I want some jewelry, and you know, the little money I got her like something from Tiffany's, and it was cool. It was cool, whatever. But you know, for a 32-year-old father, birthdays are shit, man. Like, I do all that stuff. Anything that they want, I get for them for their birthday. And it's not to be like cool on Facebook and be like, oh, I got them this shit. No, it's literally because like I believe in you get what you get. You know what I'm saying? What goes around comes around. So if you want a LeBron jersey on your birthday and I give that to you, on my birthday, when I ask for a hotel room full of strippers and cocaine, I expect to get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers are ungrateful as shit. But I kind of love my family, you know?
Well, on your birthday, I'd like you to drink my beer.
Drink your beer? Drink your beer? You can't rape the willing, buddy. Like, you want me to drink your beer? Oh, give you your beer.
Happy birthday.
No, fuck that. But like,
Happy birthday, fuck.
But back to what I was saying. Like, I kind of love. I do love my family. I do love my family. Like this summer, we went to. I was born in Hawaii and I lived in different places. I'm a military brat, so I really don't have any home. But right now, shut the fuck up. Like like right now, my which is really crazy. This is really crazy because like we live in a small house. We're in Japan, right? So like. He sleeps in our bed, and that's the same sound he makes when I'm fucking his mom. It's really crazy. It's live, too late. But anyway, I really do love my family. This summer, we all went to my mother's hometown. Actually, is in Georgia. We went there, and during my mother's during that time, my oldest son, where the fuck is he actually? Oh, he's over there. Sometimes you lose him.
He's in shame back there.
Fuck him. Let me tell you why. We went there and he was completely like in awe because he had a summer project to write, and he was writing about fire ants, hiali. In Japanese, that's what fire ants are, and in Georgia. There are a lot of fucking fire ants. Like, that's just normal. You're gonna get bitten by fire ants. But in Japan, they just came here. They literally just came here. So, like, the media, as you guys know, like, are telling everyone, like, you're gonna fucking die because fire ants are gonna kill. Puppy, shut the fuck up. They're gonna die because fire ants are gonna kill you. Or whatever. You didn't do any of this shit while the motherfuckers were playing. Puppy. Repeat after me. Say shut the fuck up. Good job. Alright. Now back to the story that I'm trying to act like I didn't write down. So like my son was literally like thinking about writing about fire ants, and I was like, hey man, like you don't really need to write about that at the time because it's bullshit. It's all media bullshit. what I really want you to do is just go to Georgia, decide what you want to write about. Decide what you want to write about. So we get to Atlanta, which is in the capital of Georgia. And long story short, we had like a really fucking hard time with the rental car. And we were like there for 5 hours trying to get our rental car. It was a really shitty experience. And Chico went to sleep. Well, she went to the bathroom. You went to the bathroom. That's what it was. You went to the bathroom. And my son Hegan, he and I and my son Tolan, we were sitting on the bench next to the bathroom. And I could tell he was thinking about what he wanted to write about. I could tell. And he looked up and he said, "Oh my God," I heard him whisper, "Oh my God, what are those?" And as a father on my phone, I looked over. You know, that's what fathers do nowadays. We're on the phone. I looked over and I followed his line of sight and I saw what he was looking at. And what he was looking at is normal for me. Completely normal for me. But for him it's different. Like it's not here in Japan. I looked over and saw his line of sight. I saw titties. Big titties. And if you're in Japan, you know. And so I was like, so I'm just staring with him, and I'm like, yeah, those are titties. And you know what I mean? Like, your mama doesn't have them, but doesn't make her any less of a woman. But those are titties. Those are titties. And because I'm coming from Japan to America, I haven't seen titties in a while either. So I'm just as in awe as he is. You get what I'm saying? I'm really just in awe. So me and her are both just staring like. Unfortunately, she noticed that we were staring at his titties. Her titties. Might have been his. I don't know. The world's crazy. The world's crazy.
So which one got sued?
I really don't know. I really don't. So, but the crazy thing was, she noticed us looking at her titties, right? And then she walked up to us, pissed as a motherfucker, as an American would be like, "That's so disrespectful. You are looking at my titties, and not, even worse than that, you are allowing your child to look at my titties." And I had to stop her. I had to say, like, "Look, this is my son Higan. He's half Japanese. He doesn't even speak English, dog. He doesn't understand. Look, Japanese, you look at porn, bitch. Japanese bitches don't got titties." He's excited about this experience. And she was like, "Welcome to America." And walked the fuck off. And she walked the fuck off.
You need to take him to Vegas.
I don't know, man. I don't know where I need to take her. But the bitch was really like, "Welcome to America," and walked the fuck off. It was really, really fucking weird. We had also like, what else did we do over there, man? I think we had like my parents have a lot of land. Like I honestly, my parents have money. I don't have money. You understand that? You understand that? Like if you see my parents' house, you'll be like, "Oh shit, this is a dynasty. All their kids got My parents got money. I don't got money. You know what I'm saying? So like we had like a little. Hey, you remember this? We had the pool. We had the pool. And you got bit by fire ants. You remember that? You don't remember that? Well, anyways, fuck you. He got bit by fire ants, and my oldest son, he got hit by fire ants, and he was like, "Yeah, you know what? This is the best thing I need to write about for my summer thing." And I was like, "Do you remember the fucking titties, dog? Because like those are a lot better to write about. Like, who doesn't like titties? You guys have been living here too long, but titties are great around the world. like seriously, like titties are great. If you haven't, like my wife is here and she's Japanese, and titties are bad. Don't worry about it. Titties are bad. Don't worry about it. But pretending she isn't here, titties are fucking awesome. Like amen. Titties are fucking awesome, man. Speaking of amen, did you know Jesus came back in 3 days after he died?
Because of titties.
Because of fucking titties. And I totally forgot I was gonna write it. I totally forgot what I was talking about. But
Hey, the Israeli asses, dude.
Oh man, Israeli. Because they're God's people. That's why. There's God's people. have the hasses. Alright, what was another joke I was gonna talk about? Oh, fuck! Thank you, you're here. I totally forgot I'm drunk. I totally forgot what I was gonna talk about. So yesterday, was it? We hung out yesterday. So me and my homie Ray, we're hanging out. We're totally hanging out. And we're eating at a Pizza Slice. It's a nice little place in Shibuya. It's a nice little place in Shibuya. It's really good. You guys should go. We're eating there, and we were talking about, like, I don't even know what to call them nowadays. Transsexuals? Is that okay? No one's gonna get upset about that?
No. That's fine. I'm a little bit offended, but go on.
Okay. Okay. So, chicks with dicks, is that good enough? Do we all understand that way?
That's okay.
We all understand that way. So we're talking about chicks and dicks, and how some chicks with dicks don't want you to call them chicks with dicks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can understand, like, you don't want to be like, hey, this is my friend chick with dick. I can kind of understand that. But I kind of understand that. Like, hey, this is my friend Tanya, chick with dick. You don't really want to be called that. But, like, some of them don't really want to be called he, even though they're born with he. And I kind of understand that or whatever. But I'm from a different kind of, like, generation. I'm from a different generation. Me calling you, like, backtrack. For, like, Georgia. Like, Atlanta right now. Can you guys think of it, San Francisco? Think of San Francisco. Think of San Francisco. You think of gay shit, don't you?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, you fucking do. Like, you,
free.
Free?
Freedom.
Free sex. Yeah, gays, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So like Atlanta at this moment right now is like the capital of the gayness in America. I don't give a fuck if you're gay or if you're not. I don't. I really don't, because I'm not fucking you. I don't give a fuck about what you're doing. I don't. But like there are a lot of I don't know if this makes me gay actually. But like beautiful he's that turn to she's.
Like Thailand.
Like Thailand. Like Atlanta is Thailand. Atlanta is Thailand right now. Atlanta is fucking Thailand right now. So like a lot of people in Atlanta don't want to be called he, even though they were born he. I'm from a different generation where shut the fuck up, puppy. I'm from a different generation where if a man fucks another human being who was born as a man and didn't know that at the beginning, he would probably kill them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys understand that? Like, it's fucked up as it may be, but it's just how life goes. So, I don't mind calling a transsexual dude around my friends who might kill you if they fucked you. So, I'm totally like, hey, buddy, dude, chick with a dick, pass me the salt. Because if I don't say that, this dude who thinks you're a hate... Shut the fuck up, it's not, I know it's not that funny. 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 I know it's not. Hey, puppy. You know what? That's not funny. It's just not funny. So we're gonna make fun of you, you dumb fuck. So, I'm gonna tell you this. Only people who want children are people who can't have children. Or people who don't have children. If you have children, and you are a man, Father's Day is the worst day ever. It is the absolutely worst day ever. Like having a single friend telling you Happy Father's Day is basically essentially them telling you, ha! Your pull-out game is whack. I got 3 sons. My pull-out game is shit, dude.
Yeah, so what happened after the first one?
It just felt good, dude. It just felt good though. My son's really not interested in this, so I think that's like the... Hey, puppy! Shut the fuck up. Good job. You know the crazy thing about this is? The absolute crazy thing about this is I don't fucking learn. And this is a fucking true story.
Yeah, well, your son learns though.
No, check this out. Check this out. This is a fucking true story. So we went to Georgia. and I played Uno with all my family members. Uno. Everybody know Uno?
Yeah.
My middle son's named Torin. Nah, motherfucker, you did this shit. You did this shit. You gonna ride with this shit. Take this out. Take this out.
Like the Norse god.
Like, oh, is that really like a Norse god? Torin? Alright, cool. But my son, I've been teaching him that words like shit, bitch, ass, fuck, cunt face, all those words mean nothing in Japan. Because they're just sounds. They're just sounds. What I forgot to tell him was, when we get to America,
Don't say.
don't say that. So we're playing Uno, and my mama hit him with a draw 4. This motherfucker talking about fuck, shit, bitch, ah. And my mama looking at me like, I'm dead ass serious. I'm dead ass serious. This is not no fucking shit I wrote. This is because this motherfucker fucked me up. But like dead ass serious. His mom looking like. I'm like, you know what I mean? He must have heard that from some shit. Like he was, you know, I bought him Grand Theft Auto 5. You know, he might have kept. Keep listening. And after that, he kept on. He just sucks. He just sucks at life, pretty much. And she hit him with a draw 2, and it's like, bitch, motherfucker. And I was like, I suck as a father. I really suck as a father. But that's not what made me suck as a father. What really made me think of sucking as a father was like, I took him to McDonald's one day.
Well, that does it.
No. Listen, this is actually...
It gets worse?
Oh, it fucking gets worse. I took him to McDonald's. Bought him a Big Mac. And he wanted like a side of something where he needed a spoon. And I was like, alright, cool, whatever. Got a spoon. I'm not paying any attention to him because we're not fucking friends. I don't give a fuck what he does or how he eats. We're not fucking friends. I look up. This motherfucker's eating the Big Mac with the goddamn spoon. Oh, it's funny to you. To me, I'm like, hey, Tony, you remember eating Big Mac with a spoon? Oh, you sad about it now, but you maybe a lot more sad about it. Anyways, that's the end of my set. My name's Anthony Henderson. I'm the only black man with a 2-inch dick. Peace out.
Yeah. Next time it's my birthday, bitch. But actually, your family has a surprise for you. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Saying this is your birthday. They brought a cake for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
My wish is I wish all you motherfuckers die.
We'll be right back with Rock and Flow.
The next song is gonna be one of our new songs. We finally got off our lazy asses and we decided to just start releasing music online. So this one, I think hopefully by this weekend, maybe by sometime next week, this song will be available on iTunes and Spotify and whatever else we signed up for. I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
we steal it today.
You will steal it? Oh shit, no.
We're gonna publish tomorrow.
Shit. We gotta hurry the fuck up.
Thanks for reminding.
This song is called Sunreach. You know, I got a super dream, and then it's super green, and you ain't your fucking job, but I know what it mean. I gotta find a way to come up with a scheme, and they ain't never run your body number, who I have to grab the sun, but how to do it. And I got no idea to keep on thinking, but the answer's never really clear. It took a walk outside, the woods and feel my mind until I saw the super yellow to fly. But they hide now. There's nothing right now. Alright, let's get it going. I take myself out wild, $1 million articles around me when I spread them out. It's shit to do all things, thinking through all things. Certain things gotta bring, others put them in the box and just swing in front of me. Stack them up, make them high, not high, like I'm up to the top. Make a big pile, make a wild. Taking memories of strength with the land. It's spinning straight in my hands, but shit, I'm sucking, man. Just a little sky, skip the brother on his high niggas. Yo, sweeping up the sky, like it's gonna hit the sky, begging. I know she, and as I take a dip, try to take quick, grab on the rocket shit, feeling sick. Looking down from the elevation, shake it up and get me back into the concentration. This explosion, a new composure, it is the time, but I ain't crying, I just find a straight line to the test of my fate. As I take a leap of faith. Yes. Nothing hiding out. There's nothing right now. Giving it all that I got when everything else seems to flop. Never give up till I drop. Yo, and one more time saying giving it all that I got when everything else seems to flop. Never give up till I drop. I can hear you now. Yes, and I can see you now. Yes, and I am with you now. Every time you found nothing here that can keep me down.